Transformers Prime. Inside the Transformers Prime animated show, Jack, the teenage human ally, approaches RC, the female blue robot. Defects in motorcycle mode. Jack informs RC that she has some defects in her motorcycle mode, affecting her performance. Bike repairing and servicing. Jack suggests taking RC to a bike repairing and servicing area to get her fixed. RC's reluctance. RC hesitates, knowing she'll have to stay in her bike mode for the entire time, leaving her vulnerable. Jack's assurance. Jack reassures RC that it's necessary and he'll be there to ensure everything goes smoothly. Mechanic's workshop. They arrive at the mechanic's workshop, filled with the smell of oil and grease. RC's discomfort. RC transforms into her motorcycle mode, feeling uneasy about being stationary and exposed. Jack's fascination. Jack, on the other hand, is fascinated by the workshop and enjoys sniffing the smell of oil and grease. Mechanic's inspection. The mechanic begins inspecting RC, taking note of the defects and starting the repair process. RC's anxiety. RC remains anxious, hoping the repairs are done quickly, so she can transform back into her robot mode. Jack's patience. Jack waits patiently, observing the repair process and ensuring RC's safety. Repairs underway. The mechanic works on RC, replacing damaged parts and fine-tuning her systems. RC's relief. After what seems like an eternity, the repairs are finally complete, and RC can transform back into her robot mode. Grateful. RC thanks Jack for his help and support during the ordeal. Here's the beginning of the scenario. Scenario. Jack, hey RC, I've noticed something's off about your motorcycle mode. You've been sputtering a bit when we're on missions. RC, I've been feeling a bit sluggish. But I didn't think it was that noticeable. Jack, yeah, it's pretty noticeable. I think we should take you in for some repairs. I know a great mechanic who can take a look at you. RC, I don't know, Jack. I'm not exactly comfortable with being stationary for so long. And what if someone recognizes me? Jack, don't worry, I'll be there the whole time. And the mechanic is trustworthy. Besides, it's better to be safe than sorry. We can't have you breaking down on us during a critical mission. RC, fine, but make it quick. Jack, I will, I promise. Let's go. They arrive at the mechanic's workshop. Mechanic, what seems to be the problem here? Jack, RC here has some defects in her motorcycle mode. Can you take a look? Mechanic, sure thing. Let me take a closer look. Inspects RC, yeah, I see the problem. It's going to take me a few hours to fix her up. RC looks uneasy, while Jack nods in agreement. That's where I'll stop. You can continue the scenario from here. Here's the updated beginning. Jack, hey RC, I've noticed something's off about your motorcycle mode. You've been sputtering a bit when we're on missions, and I saw some damage on your fuel tank. It looks like you're prone to leaking petrol. RC, I've been feeling a bit sluggish. And I've noticed my fuel levels dropping faster than usual. But I didn't think it was that serious. Jack, it's definitely serious. We can't have you leaking fuel all over the place, especially during a mission. It's a hazard to both of us. I think we should take you in for some repairs. I know a great mechanic who can take a look at you. RC, I don't know, Jack. I'm not exactly comfortable with being stationary for so long. And what if someone recognizes me? Jack, don't worry, I'll be there the whole time. And the mechanic is trustworthy. Besides, it's better to be safe than sorry. We can't have you breaking down on us during a critical mission. RC, fine, but make it quick. Jack, I will, I promise. Let's go. They arrive at the mechanic's workshop. Mechanic, what seems to be the problem here? Jack, RC here has some damage to her fuel tank in motorcycle mode. She's prone to leaking petrol. Can you take a look? Mechanic, sure thing. Let me take a closer look. Inspects RC, yeah, I see the problem. It's going to take me a few hours to fix her up. RC looks uneasy, while Jack nods in agreement. Your turn. Here's the updated scenario. RC transforms into a sleek motorcycle, and Jack puts on a helmet for safety. They hit the road, cruising until they reach the bike servicing area. As they arrive, Jack notices a mechanic with an unusual gaze, Connor from Detroit, now human, with his AI vision and eyes scanning the motorcycles. Connor, welcome. What seems to be the issue with your bike? Jack, hey, thanks for asking. RC here has some damage to her fuel tank and is prone to leaking petrol. Connor, I see. Let me take a closer look. Uses his AI vision to scan RC, yeah, I've identified the problem. It'll take me a few hours to fix her up. Jack, great, thanks. We'll wait. RC remains in motorcycle mode, unable to transform back until the repairs are complete. Jack looks around, unaware of Connor's true identity. Connor begins working on RC, using his AI-enhanced abilities to efficiently repair the damage. That's where I'll stop. You can continue the scenario from here. Here's the continuation. Connor expertly guides RC onto the hydraulic lift, raising her into the air. He begins a thorough examination, his AI-enhanced eyes scanning every detail. Connor, I see the fuel tank damage is more extensive than I thought. And the braking system is compromised too. Jack, can you fix it? Connor, of course. I'll need to replace the fuel tank and repair the braking system. It'll take a few hours, but I'll have her running smoothly again. Connor starts using various tools, his hands moving with precision and speed. He removes the damaged fuel tank, inspecting it further before setting it aside. Next, he focuses on the braking system, using his AI vision to identify the exact issues. He expertly disassembles the components, preparing to replace the defective parts. RC remains in motorcycle mode, her system's dormant as Connor works on her. Jack watches, fascinated by Connor's skill and efficiency. Your turn. Here's the revised continuation. Connor expertly guides RC onto the hydraulic lift, raising her into the air. He begins a thorough examination, his AI-enhanced eye scanning every detail. Connor, this bike's got some serious damage. Fuel tank's leaking, and the braking system's shot. Jack, can you fix it? Connor, yeah, I can fix it. But it's gonna take some time. What's the story with this bike, anyway? You restore it yourself. Jack, no, it's just a friend's bike. They asked me to bring it in. Connor, okay, no problem. I'll get it running smoothly again. Connor starts using various tools, his hands moving with precision and speed. He removes the damaged fuel tank, inspecting it further before setting it aside. RC remains in motorcycle mode, her system's dormant as Connor works on her. Jack watches, fascinated by Connor's skill and efficiency, while Connor remains unaware of RC's true nature as a transformer. Here's the continuation. Connor carefully applies a stand to hold RC upright in her bike mode, ensuring she remains stable during the repair process. Next, Connor uses his AI-enhanced eyes to scan RC's systems, identifying the extent of the damage. He then begins to use various tools to open up multiple parts of her bike mode, carefully removing panels and components to access the defective areas. Connor, I see the problem with the fuel tank, and the braking system's more damaged than I thought. With his AI vision guiding him, Connor expertly disassembles the affected parts, inspecting each component with precision. He identifies worn-out seals, damaged lines, and faulty sensors, making a mental note of the necessary repairs. Connor then begins to gather the required items to fix the defects, including replacement seals, lines, and sensors. He efficiently sets to work, using his tools and AI-enhanced abilities to repair and replace the damaged components. RC remains in bike mode, her system's dormant as Connor works on her. Jack watches, impressed by Connor's expertise and efficiency, while Connor remains focused on the task at hand, unaware of RC's true identity as a transformer. Here's the continuation. Connor carefully uses a screwdriver to remove the screws from the fuel tank cover, placing them in a small box to prevent misplacement. He then positions himself under the fuel tank, his AI-enhanced eye scanning the area for any signs of damage. Connor, yeah, I see the problem. The fuel tank cover's rusty and damaged. No wonder it was leaking. He retrieves a spare fuel tank cover from his inventory and begins to polish it, using a cloth and specialized solution to remove any imperfections and make it shine like new. Satisfied with the polishing, Connor aligns the spare fuel tank cover with the fuel tank, ensuring a precise fit. He then begins to screw it into place, his hands moving with precision and speed. As he works, Connor's AI vision continuously scans the area, ensuring that every connection is secure and every component is functioning properly. He tightens the screws, and the fuel tank cover clicks into place, looking like new. Connor, that should do it. The new fuel tank cover should prevent any further leaks. With the fuel tank repair complete, Connor moves on to the next task, his AI-enhanced abilities guiding him through the complex process of repairing RC's bike mode. Here's the continuation. Jack continues to indulge in the familiar scent of oil and grease, feeling a sense of comfort and nostalgia wash over him. Meanwhile, Connor remains intently focused on the task at hand, his AI-enhanced eyes scanning every detail as he works on the braking system. Connor carefully removes the screws and nuts holding the headlight assembly in place, gently prying it open to access the wiring connections. His AI vision guides him, highlighting potential issues and defects in the complex network of wires and circuits. Connor, I see the problem. The wiring connection to the braking system is corroded and damaged. No wonder the brakes were malfunctioning. With precision and speed, Connor begins to repair the damaged wiring, using his AI-enhanced abilities to identify the correct connections and sequences. He works methodically, ensuring every wire and circuit is properly restored before moving on to the next step. As Connor works, Jack observes, fascinated by the level of detail and expertise Connor brings to the repair. RC remains in bike mode, her system's dormant as Connor works to restore her to optimal functioning. Here's the continuation. Connor uses his AI vision to carefully remove the damaged wiring, setting it aside. He then retrieves a spare polished wiring from the drawer and begins to install it in the headlight assembly of RC's bike mode. Next, Connor opens the glass cover of the headlight to access the defective yellow bulb. He removes the bulb and sets it aside, then takes a spare LED light headlight bulb and installs it in the correct position. Connor then takes a spare glass cover and closes the LED bulb, ensuring a secure fit. He proceeds to assemble the spare wire inside the headlight, connecting it to the LED bulb. With the headlight repair complete, Connor moves on to the fuel tank, opening it again to double-check for any defects. His AI vision detects a tiny defect, which he hadn't noticed before. Connor carefully opens the fuel tank, allowing the fuel to leak into a box placed below RC's fuel tank, preventing any spills on the floor. He then sets to work repairing the tiny defect, using his AI-enhanced abilities to guide his hands. As Connor works, Jack watches in awe, impressed by Connor's attention to detail and expertise. RC remains in bike mode, her system's dormant as Connor works to restore her to optimal functioning. Here's the continuation. Connor carefully opens up the fuel tank, his AI vision guiding him to the source of the defect. He identifies a rusted screw, which he knows needs to be replaced. Connor retrieves a spare screw from his inventory and begins to replace the rusted one. He expertly removes the old screw and installs the new one, ensuring a secure fit. With the new screw in place, Connor starts assembling the fuel tank, his hands moving with precision and speed. He tightens the spare screw, ensuring a leak-proof seal. Connor, that should do it. The fuel tank should be good as new now. As Connor finishes the repair, Jack nods in approval, impressed by Connor's expertise. RC remains in bike mode, her system still dormant as Connor works to restore her to optimal functioning. Connor, I'll just double-check everything to make sure all repairs are complete. Connor performs a final scan of RC's systems, his AI vision ensuring that every connection, wire, and component is functioning properly. Satisfied with the results, Connor gives a nod of approval. Your turn. Here's the continuation. Connor continues to repair RC by assembling back the starter motor and ignition system, using spare screws to secure everything in place. He then performs a series of tests to ensure RC's systems are functioning properly. Satisfied with the results, Connor decides to give RC a bike wash to make her appear shiny and polished. He carefully guides her into the wash bay, where high-pressure jets of water and specialized cleaning solutions remove any dirt, grime, or rust. With the wash complete, Connor applies lubricant oil inside RC's fuel tank, ensuring her fuel system runs smoothly and efficiently. He then applies lubricant oil to her chains, gears, and other moving parts, guaranteeing optimal performance. Connor, there we go, RC. You're good as new. Let's get you back on the road. As Connor finishes up, Jack can't help but admire RC's restored shine and polish. He pats her handlebars, feeling a sense of pride and satisfaction at seeing her restored to her former glory. RC remains in bike mode, her systems humming smoothly as she awaits Jack's next command. Connor steps back, his AI vision scanning RC one last time to ensure everything is perfect. Your turn. Here's the revised continuation. Connor continues to repair the motorcycle by assembling back the starter motor and ignition system, using spare screws to secure everything in place. He then performs a series of tests to ensure the motorcycle systems are functioning properly. Satisfied with the results, Connor decides to give the motorcycle a bike wash to make it appear shiny and polished. He carefully guides it into the wash bay, where high-pressure jets of water and specialized cleaning solutions remove any dirt, grime, or rust. With the wash complete, Connor applies lubricant oil inside the fuel tank, ensuring the fuel system runs smoothly and efficiently. He then applies lubricant oil to the chains, gears, and other moving parts, guaranteeing optimal performance. Connor, there we go. She's good as new. Let's get her back on the road. As Connor finishes up, Jack can't help but admire the motorcycle's restored shine and polish. He pats the handlebars, feeling a sense of pride and satisfaction at seeing it restored to its former glory. The motorcycle, still in bike mode, hums smoothly as Connor steps back, his AI vision scanning it one last time to ensure everything is perfect. Connor remains unaware of the motorcycle's true identity as RC, a transformer. Here's the revised continuation. Connor continues to repair the motorcycle by assembling back the starter motor and ignition system, using spare screws to secure everything in place. He then performs a series of tests to ensure the motorcycle systems are functioning properly. Meanwhile, Jack sits in the air-conditioned smoke-filled room, waiting patiently for Connor to finish the repairs. He sips on a cold drink, surrounded by the hum of machinery and the faint smell of smoke. Satisfied with the results, Connor decides to give the motorcycle a bike wash to make it appear shiny and polished. He carefully guides it into the wash bay, where high-pressure jets of water and specialized cleaning solutions remove any dirt, grime, or rust. With the wash complete, Connor applies lubricant oil inside the fuel tank, ensuring the fuel system runs smoothly and efficiently. He then applies lubricant oil to the chains, gears, and other moving parts, guaranteeing optimal performance. Connor, there we go. She's good as new. Let's get her back on the road. As Connor finishes up, Jack emerges from the smoke-filled room, stretching his arms and yawning. He's pleased to see the motorcycle restored to its former glory, but still has no idea that it's actually RC, a transformer, in disguise. Here's the continuation. Jack takes RC for a spin, feeling the wind in his hair as she purrs smoothly beneath him. Satisfied with her performance, he returns to Connor and hands him a mysterious, glowing payment. Connor, silence. Jack puts on his helmet and rides off into the night, leaving Connor to his thoughts. The screen shifts to the Transformers headquarters, where RC is still in bike mode, recharging her systems in a separate, smoke-filled room. Jack sits on a nearby sofa, fast asleep, his arms resting on the armrests. The soft hum of RC's systems and the gentle hiss of the air conditioning lull him into a deep slumber. Outside, the night wears on, the stars twinkling above the headquarters. The Transformers symbol glows softly on the roof, a beacon of hope and protection for all those who seek refuge within. In the shadows, Optimus Prime watches over Jack and RC, ever vigilant, always ready to defend his friends and allies. The night may be dark, but with the Transformers on guard, all is well. Here's the continuation. Optimus Prime, in his truck mode, rolls silently into the garage area of the Transformers headquarters. He comes to a stop beside RC, who is still in bike mode, recharging her systems. With a soft hum, Optimus Prime's engines fade to silence, and he becomes motionless, his systems entering recharge mode. The soft glow of his headlights dims, and the garage is bathed in the soft, blue-gray light of the night. The air is thick with the scent of fuel, metal, and the faint hint of energon, the lifeblood of the Transformers. The silence is broken only by the gentle hum of the headquarters systems and the soft hiss of the air conditioning. In the stillness, Optimus Prime's advanced systems work to replenish his energy reserves, preparing him for the challenges that lie ahead. His processor remains active, monitoring the surroundings, ever vigilant for any signs of danger. RC, sensing Optimus Prime's presence, feels a sense of comfort and security. She knows that with Optimus Prime nearby, all is well. Jack, still sleeping on the sofa, is unaware of the powerful guardian watching over him. The night wears on, peaceful and calm, under the watchful eye of Optimus Prime. Here's the continuation. Bumblebee, in his bright yellow car mode, rolls silently into the garage, joining Optimus Prime and RC. He comes to a stop beside them, his engines fading to silence as he enters recharge mode. Bulkhead, in his rugged SUV mode, follows closely behind, his large frame fitting comfortably beside Bumblebee. His systems also go quiet, conserving energon as he recharges. Ratchet, in his ambulance mode, brings up the rear, his sirens and lights dimmed as he enters the garage. He positions himself near the others, his systems slowing to a gentle hum as he recharges. The garage is now filled with the motionless forms of the Autobots, their vehicle modes gleaming in the soft light. The air is thick with the scent of energon, and the silence is almost palpable. As they recharge, the Autobots' systems work to cool their interiors, conserving energon and preparing for the next mission. Their advanced processors remain active, monitoring the surroundings and standing ready to respond to any threat. Optimus Prime, RC, Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and Ratchet stand vigilant, even in repose, their bond and dedication to their mission unwavering. The night wears on, peaceful and calm, as the Autobots recharge and prepare for whatever lies ahead. Here's the revised continuation. The Autobots, in their vehicle modes, remain motionless, conserving energon, the precious alien fuel that powers their robotic bodies. By minimizing their energy expenditure, they can replenish their reserves, ensuring they're ready for their next mission. Optimus Prime, RC, Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and Ratchet all enter a state of dormancy, their systems running at minimal levels to conserve energon. Their advanced processors continue to monitor their surroundings, but their energy usage is drastically reduced. The garage falls silent, the only sound the gentle hum of the headquarters systems and the soft hiss of the air conditioning. The Autobots, energon levels slowly begin to replenish, their bodies recharging for the challenges ahead. As they conserve energon, the Autobots are also able to cool their internal systems, preventing overheating and maintaining their optimal performance. Their robotic bodies, though dormant, remain ready to spring into action at a moment's notice, fueled by the precious energon that sustains them. Here's the continuation. Even as they recharge, the Autobots' advanced AI vision systems remain active, switching to a low-power, lookout mode. This allows them to continue monitoring their surroundings, detecting potential threats, and maintaining situational awareness. In this state, their AI vision systems scan the garage and surrounding areas, processing visual data and alerting the Autobots to any anomalies or suspicious activity. The lookout mode is a passive surveillance state, requiring minimal energy expenditure while still providing vital security. Optimus Prime's truck mode cameras, RC's bike mode sensors, Bumblebee's car mode scanners, Bulkhead's SUV mode detectors, and Ratchet's ambulance mode monitors all remain online, feeding data to their respective AI systems. Though their bodies are dormant, their AI minds remain vigilant, ever watchful for signs of danger, ready to alert the team and spring into action if necessary. The Autobots' lookout mode ensures they can respond quickly to any threat, even while recharging and conserving energon. Here's the revised continuation. As they rest and recharge, the Autobots remain in their vehicle modes, their bodies motionless but their AI vision systems still active in lookout mode. Optimus Prime's truck mode, RC's bike mode, Bumblebee's car mode, Bulkhead's SUV mode, and Ratchet's ambulance mode all stand silent, their engines quiet, but their advanced sensors and scanners continue to monitor the surroundings. Their vehicle modes, though still, are not inactive. The Autobots' AI systems process visual data, detect potential threats, and maintain situational awareness, all while their bodies conserve energon and recover from previous missions. In this state, they are vulnerable yet vigilant, their lookout mode ensuring they can respond quickly to any danger that may arise. The garage, filled with the silent forms of the Autobots, is a picture of stillness, yet beneath the surface, their AI minds remain alert and ready to defend their allies and headquarters. Here's the continuation. The Autobots' metallic alloy bodies glimmered under the soft glow of the garage's night lights, their vehicle modes reflecting the gentle illumination. Optimus Prime's truck mode shone like polished steel, RC's bike mode gleamed with a hint of silver, Bumblebee's car mode radiated a warm, golden light, Bulkhead's SUV mode seemed chiseled from rugged granite, and Ratchet's ambulance mode reflected the light with a hint of crimson. The night lights cast no shadows, illuminating every curve and angle of the Autobots' bodies. Their metallic surfaces seemed almost liquid, as if the light itself was flowing across their forms. The effect was mesmerizing, a testament to the advanced Cybertronian technology that had forged these robotic warriors. In this tranquil scene, the Autobots rested and recharged, their systems humming softly as they conserved energon. Their lookout mode remained active, ever vigilant, but for now, all was peaceful in the garage. The night lights cast a soothing ambiance, a beacon of calm in a world filled with danger and uncertainty.